mean, we see it every day. We see them getting better every day, and I think they're right when they say that our offensive line especially is really looking better than they were week one, which is kind of weird to say because we ran the ball really well week one.
Right.
But just knowing what they're doing and how to do it well is really something we're seeing a lot better of than early. But yeah, I think at some point all that improvement's got to kind of pay off for them, you know, and we got just a few weeks left to see if we can get there and have something, something big happen for us. I think what we try to preach to them is what we've preached to them since day one. That idea of taking on the day's challenge that day and not worrying about anything else but that day. And then how that builds to this Friday and not worry about what's coming after it. I think that's a mentality and a skill that these kids are gonna have long after football's around. How to prioritize, how to not borrow trouble, and worry about things that are outside of their control or too far in the future, or too far in the past, and then you play to win, obviously, but you play to be around your guys, be around your buddies, and prove kind of some of the things that they've been preaching, that they want to build a certain family culture. They want to build a certain mentality and leave that passed on. And I think that these last 3 weeks, this last third of the season, I think they kind of understand, especially the seniors, that there's potential for a very limited amount of time left, and how are they going to be remembered, and what are they going to pass on becomes a lot more important to them at this point. Yep, that's a big lesson we talk to these guys about. It's just, what's done is done. We move forward. We talk to the kids about that when they make mistakes and when they do well. And you got to model that. Coaches have to model that for them, but then captains have to model that for their teammates as well. You can look at some of the, it's not one play that killed a game in any game, but some plays stand out just because of when they happen. And those kids that make that mistake, if they can bounce back, then everybody else knows they can bounce back. And we've got guys like that.
Yeah.
The secret, these guys know, the team that's coming. They know Morrison 6-0. They know they beat Newman. They handled Fulton pretty well, and they haven't given up a touchdown since week 2. They know these things. You don't have to tell them that. You don't have to keep it a secret. But there is this sense like, we're gonna go and we're gonna prepare to be great on Friday, and we're gonna prepare that way on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And that's kind of been our motto this week, is just, if you want to play a great game on Friday against a great team, you got to be great the first 4 days of the week. And we really have had really good focus on Monday and Tuesday so far. Hopefully we have a great day today, and then really can get to where we need to be. And we've got a chance, and that's all you ask for. And these kids, I think they believe, and they've got a chance. Morrison's a really, really good team, and you're right, speed is the thing, but they've got good size. They've got kids that know how to do what they know what their job is, and they do it well. Nothing's too fancy on either side of the ball, but they just know how to do what they do really well. And so you do the best you can, and you try to be fundamentally sound. And like I said, there's nothing that these guys haven't seen that's coming at them. It's just going to be able to be. Can we get up to their speed fast enough in the game to stay in it and be competitive? Do your job right. You can negate speed to an extent if you have a good plan and you get to where you need to be, and be smart about it. And if you're not, they can. That's the big thing with speed. If you do just one little thing wrong, you're not catching up.
Right.
A 5-yard play doesn't become 20. A 5-yard play becomes 75 yards.
Right.
Because if the kid's a little slower, you can catch him.
Yeah.
If he's fast, big plays happen when you're just one little step out of place, and that's kind of the biggest fear against team speed.